All right, guys, thank you for coming again for a new video. So today we are going to install this cam on this Whirlpool washer. Now the reason is because it's kind of having difficulties changing from agitating to spin, and that's basically what the cam is. It's a part of a pulley system that allows you to change between those two states. Now this is a very simple fix, very simple to install, so try not to hit your head on the wall with this one, guys. So you see that cover right there? I think it's held on by two 5/16 screws. But I will tell you, if you see that thing starting to bend inwards, like towards the washer, just get rid of it. If you put it back on with any new parts, it's gonna start scraping, and it's just gonna sound bad. So just get rid of that cover. It doesn't really serve any purpose besides just covering those components. But I mean, who's gonna be putting their hand in there while it's washing? Nobody, not even a cat or a mouse. So same thing. Last week we uploaded a video showing you how to install an actuator. Now you're gonna see the other part that's right next to the actuator, the cam. So right there, you know what to do. Take off those two Phillips screws, the green ones. I believe that one's like a 13mm socket to get off the little nut on the cam. And then you'll see some of that pulley just fall down. But yeah, guys, this one is very, very simple, very, very easy. In fact, I love working on these sort of washers because they are very simple. Like the top load Amanas, Whirlpool, Maytag, Kenmore, things like that. Of this specific model, they're very simple to work on, dude. Like no issues whatsoever after you try to repair it. It's very simple. The only thing that'll probably be complicated would be the transmission, but besides that, it's very simple. So right there, you saw me take off that black capacitor. That one you just basically twist off, and it just falls right down. Now right there, you do have maybe like 2 or 3 different types of cams. This one, it has 4 pins. You have to press on them either all 4 at the same time or maybe 3 out of the 4, and then start pulling down, and then the other one will pop out. But I will tell you guys something. When you order a new one, sometimes those little tabs come in a little bit thicker. So what you might have to do is just sand them down very well from the edge, and then put maybe some WD-40 on them, so when it comes time to put it back on, you don't feel like it's such a tight fit. Some you do have to push in and then twist clockwise. Trust me, if you don't do what I just said, twisting it clockwise is going to be so tight. And even if you do manage to put it into position, it's going to be so pressed on when it comes time to actually activate it trying to work. It's not going to work the way that you should, and the pulley might not engage completely, and then you're going to start hearing some scraping. So just remember what I just gave you right now, that free game. It's free. Take it, run with it. I promise it'll help. So right there, you see me assemble it, put the spring on first, and then the other part of the cam. Now, just be sure that you align that little hole where it needs to be, because that's where your actuator is going to be mounted on as well, in order for it to pull on it and switch from states, from agitating to spin. So right there, you see, very, very good. Very nice. And then just basically working backwards, and be sure that things are in position and mounted on properly, because if it's not, you will hear scraping. If you hear scraping, you did something wrong. You did not do the job right, and it's not on the way that it should be. So right here, you want to put your your capacitor back on. Like I said, it just twists on and twists off, but you do have to aim into the hole where when you twist it, it's holding in the position that it needs to. So just take it slow. Don't try to rush it. Literally, this video is like 5 minutes long, and that's how long it literally took me to do this. But that's because I've done this for so long. So don't expect yourself that you're gonna do it as fast as I. I have years of experience, so just keep that in mind. If you take 20 minutes for this simple job, hey, whatever. As long as you do it right, hey man, you solid. So after you put everything back on, you still have a little bit of the pulley. You'll put the belt back on, and then just basically go to work. Now just remember, guys, take pictures, take your time. it's really all I can tell you. It would be really difficult for you to mess this job up because it's very simple, but just take your time. And remember, when you putting this part in, just be sure you kind of give it a few love taps where it's actually going upwards, and you see that. And you know, as soon as you start tightening your nut, you should see a little bit of thread coming past it. So right there, we're good. Put the belt back on, just twist, 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 and there it is. So guys, I just want to give you guys some appreciation. I do want to give you thanks for any sort of small viewership or thumbs up, like, that you guys give these videos. It does motivate me to keep making them. But like I said before, this is for, you know, the people that are working in this sort of world, and I'm just trying to lend a helping hand. But until next week, peace.